Greetings, fellow explorers. I'm Richard Garriott, president of the Explorers Club, and welcome to the fall edition of the President's Video Report. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you for your enthusiastic support of our club, and more specifically for promptly paying your yearly dues. As we continue through these most challenging of times, your support of our club and its mission are vital to our continued success. I'm pleased to report that we have reopened our clubhouse on 70th Street here in New York. At the same time, we are following all the CDC protocols and guidelines. We are requiring the showing of vaccination cards and the wearing of masks to enter the building. We hope that these requirements can be relaxed in the near future, but for now, the resurgence of COVID along with the Delta variant has necessitated that every precaution stay in place. Many of you are likely aware that we've had some important renovations planned for the headquarters building, and thanks to our partner Discovery, we have completed the removal of asbestos and the ancient boilers which once dominated our basement. And we're working with the architects and builders on the next phase, which is to wholly replace the electrical system in our building. And again, thanks to our partnership with Discovery Networks, these critical building renovations are proceeding well. I know we've all been waiting anxiously for our ECAD 2021 in October. But here in New York City, major events like ECAD have again been overtaken by COVID, and this time around, as you know, the Delta variant. All that translates to say that once again, we are forced to put off ECAD. Any attempt to bring even a fraction of the more than 1,200 of us that usually attend together in a New York ballroom, given the current situation with COVID, is simply unworkable. We also looked at a variety of outdoor and outside the city solutions, but we could not find a workable solution. However, on the plus side, we do have an exciting ECAD remote auction planned, and we'll have you those details shortly. And we'll also hold our 2021 annual meeting, this year again via Zoom in December, with specific dates and times to follow. Switching gears, a most positive highlight of this past July for the Explorers Club was GLEX, the Explorers Club Global Exploration Summit. Hosted by the Portuguese government in partnership with the Explorers Club, the 5-day summit held in Lisbon in the Azores featured profoundly exciting and informative lectures and panels from the world's leading explorers and scientists on a series of the most critical issues affecting our oceans, lands, and space. Examined were the critical issues that lie ahead for all of us as the planet undergoes both profound and subtle transformations as a result of climate change, pollution, and overuse of the fragile environment we must all honor and nurture. And this year has been marked with an extraordinary set of milestones in space. Most recently, and taking center stage, 2 of our most prominent members, both reaching the edge of space and opening the door for civilian explorers to share in this milestone. First across the boundary into space was Sir Richard Branson aboard Virgin Galactic's Spaceship Two, and followed shortly thereafter by Jeff and Mark Bezos aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard. Together, they have ushered in a new era of commercial space flights, which will be taking more explorers to space than ever before. And following the Blue Origin flight, Mark Bezos singled out the Explorers Club.
You want to talk about the couple of things we flew? Go ahead.
Well, we did. So we had the opportunity to bring with us, it was actually on loan from the Explorers Club. We were able to fly with a piece of canvas from the Wright Flyer. So the plane that the Wright brothers flew, we brought a piece of that canvas with us, which was really powerful, as well as a bronze medallion that was made from the first hot air balloon flight in 1783, which was the first time man ever left the Earth in controlled flight. So we were very thrilled to be able to bring both of those along with us.
And we brought those precious objects back.
Yes, we did. And the Explorers Club will be pleased to hear that.
Yes, they're very happy about that.
On September 18th, the Inspiration 4 mission carrying 4 of our Explorers Club members and an Explorers Club flag safely returned to the Earth. Starting with this flight, it now appears that the majority of all future human orbital space flights will be private or commercial. A new golden age of exploration is truly upon us. I, for one, could not be more excited for the Inspiration 4 crew and the future of humanity in space. And talking of milestones, there is this recent achievement in July. Sir David Himpleman Adams was joined by Atlanta Chapter Chair Steve Pygott, Rune Gilness, and Justin Johansson as they climbed in the unexplored territories of Greenland. They made several first ascents and now have the distinction of working with the Greenland government on assigning names to the peaks they conquered. As we move into the fall and head into 2022, a reminder about a most important initiative to help better get to know each other no matter where we are located and learn of the accomplishments of our fellow explorers. It's Chapter Connect. And here to tell us more, our communications chair, Bill Liss, and he is joined by our vice president of chapters, Nancy McGee.
Nancy, Chapter Connect is one of the most successful programs that the Explorers Club has undertaken, and especially during this past year, when the worldwide membership has been so eager to learn about what's happening in the other chapters. Just how do we get involved, and what do we do going forward to make sure that this continues? For one thing, I'm in the Atlanta chapter, and we just love to know that this thing is really moving forward at a fast pace.
Wow, it's so easy to do Chapter Connect. You know, we've gotten a chance to have very informal conversations with the leadership of many of our chapters, and they have showcased the wonderful explorers that have been within each chapter. So it's a really simple thing to put together. It's a few slides, a little bit of video, it's a chat with me, and I can't wait to showcase more of the chapters as we move forward.
Nancy, I wish we had more time to chat, but the next time we do, I'm going to have a scorecard so we can hopefully show that every chapter in the Explorers Club has taken part in Chapter Connect. Thank you so much for what you do and keeping this going and keeping it together. And we look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.
Thank you, Nancy and Bill. And we urge all of our chapter chairs worldwide to join in the Chapter Connect program and share the exceptional accomplishments of your chapter members as they continue to explore our planet. We also have an exciting new mentorship program from the Connections Committee, which has already achieved extraordinary results. And with more about the mentoring program, here's the Explorers Club board member, Brianna Rowe, who heads the project, along with members Kate Sutter, Lauren Farmer, and Adam Gordon.
The Connection Committee is a member-led initiative born out of NGen, the Next Generation Explorers Network. There is a need to connect all members of the Explorers Club and foster the growth and development of emerging explorers. This year, the committee launched a mentorship program for all Explorers Club members. Members can sign up online and they complete a questionnaire and then are matched with a mentor or mentee. So far, there has been overwhelming success for the program. Over 122 matches, more than 250 members have signed up, and we are actually full for the year. You can still sign up at the email below and fill in the form and connect for next year's program, which will begin in January.
We urge all of our members to reach out to Lauren, Kate, and Adam to get involved and sign up to become mentors. I'm one myself, and it is a rewarding experience for all who get involved. Speaking of mentoring, one of our most vocal advocates who has been counseling and guiding explorers for decades is member Bob Hem. And now for Bob, the awarding of a high military honor from the Spanish government. Bob coordinated Flag Expedition 1519 that celebrated the 500th anniversary of the historic Magellan Elcano expedition, and with a recently completed circumnavigation of the globe. It was on a masted ship built by the Spanish Navy to commemorate this historic voyage. I saw the beautiful ship myself when I was in Guam in February. The journey included a group of scientists who performed experiments and studies involving the effects of climate change on the environment, the oceans, and marine life. Hem was presented with the Spanish Cross of Naval Merit at ceremonies at the Spanish Embassy in Washington earlier in September. And a salute to our EC50 program, now in its second year. Our first group of 50 accomplished explorers was extraordinary. And with nominations now in for our second year, the second EC50 will be announced shortly. EC50 is a unique program that allows the Explorers Club to recognize fellow explorers of all ages and persuasions who operate, shall we say, under the radar and may have been often overlooked until fellow explorers like us find them and salute their achievements. We urge you to see the special edition of our Explorers publications that spotlight this extraordinary group. And on the lighter side in this video report, baseball comes to Bhutan, spearheaded by the founder of our Bhutan chapter, Matthew DeSantis, and his colleague, Karma Dorji. The Bhutan baseball program got off to a momentous start with more than 400 youngsters and young adults coming out each day to learn how to play. Now the program has a youth league, an adult league, and even a national team. Our special thanks to all of you for watching this latest edition of the President's Video Report, and we urge you to send in content and video to Bill Liss, our communications chair, who writes and produces this report, so we can include you and your chapters in future reports. From all of us here at Explorers Club headquarters, I'm Richard Garriott, urging you to please take care of yourselves, your loved ones, your friends, and fellow explorers as we continue through this most difficult time. See you again in the field soon.